Hello my friends, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be on holiday horror. So it is almost December. We are slowly approaching Christmas, and by slowly I mean barreling at lightning speed, because I swear to God it was June like 5 seconds ago, and now fall's practically over and we're about to hit winter and get into Christmas, and I feel like time it's going a little too fast. Honestly, I'm getting a little nervous. So I figured since we are approaching Christmas, I should do a holiday horror book video. Now, I was going to do a book recommendations video, except I realized I haven't really read many holiday horror books. So this is just a suggestion video, you know, maybe introduce you to a book you didn't know existed, and that's kind of it, because I'm gonna tell you I've only read 2 books in this pile. That I have 2 books in this pile. So you know, it's not really a recommendations, it's just kind of like compiling some options in case you want to get into the holiday spirit with your books and just kind of, you know, see what your options are, get ideas. I don't know. So I'm doing this video now because I want to give you an opportunity to go, you know, buy these books if you are planning on doing holiday horror. So I'm doing this sooner rather than later, you know, just because it is sometimes hard to find books, especially with the supply shortage going on. So I figured the more notice you have, the better. I'm also going to do a video with like winter vibes. So I am doing a winter TBR, but just more like wintry, maybe some Christmassy vibes, but more centered around winter than just specifically like Christmas or the holiday season. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can do that very soon. But anyways, we are talking about holiday, Christmassy, if you will, horror suggestions. I don't know. Let's get into the video. So first up, this book is not really horror, it's a mystery book, and it's gonna be more of like a cozy mystery, but I figured some of you probably like cozy mysteries. You know I love a cozy mystery, so I feel like this is an option for those out there who don't want to be utterly terrified and just spooked to death. So this is Murder Most Festive by Ada Moncrief. I hope. I think this cover is so cute. It really does scream cozy. Like, honestly, it really does. It's just so cute. It's so little. I love it. But I will read you the back because I actually don't remember what this is about. Christmas Eve, 1938, the Westbury family and assorted friends have gathered for another legendary celebration at their beautiful country house. The champagne flows, the silver sparkles, and upstairs the rooms are ready for their occupants. But one bed will lie empty that night. On Christmas morning, David Campbell Scott is found dead in the snow. A pistol lies beside him, and only one set of footprints leads to his body. It should be an open and shut case. But to amateur sleuth Hugh Gaveston, the tragedy seems more complex than the evidence implies. Campbell Scott had just returned from overseas with untold wealth. Why would he kill himself? And if Campbell Scott didn't hold the gun to his own head, the question becomes, who did? So we got a whodunit on our hands, and I think this will be cute. It is from Poisoned Pen Press, who I absolutely love. They're the ones that publish Darcy Coates books, which obviously, but yeah, I just think this is gonna be cute. It looks really cute. I don't know, but I just want like a little cozy option. Maybe, you know, something that's not going to get me too anxious. I want to feel a little you know, cuddly and cozy. So I figured this was a good option to include. Next up, we have some options for the classic ghost story lover, okay? This is going to be perfect for you, okay? These are the Valancourt Book of Victorian Christmas Ghost Stories. That is a tongue twister. I swear I mess it up every frickin' time. I have 4 editions here. So, oh my gosh, I'm throwing them everywhere. So this is the first one right here. This is one I've actually read. I did read this last year during Christmas time. I thought it was just like, I love the covers. They're so cute. And this is volume 2. It looks like a little present. Oh my gosh, how cute. This is is this volume 3? Yes, it is. I want to make sure I'm showing you in order. Volume 3, very, very pretty. And then volume 4. I believe there is a 5th volume coming out, or already is out, or something like that. So I've only read volume 1 right here, so I haven't read the others. But I think if you love Victorian ghost stories, if you love those classic ghost stories, like if you bought those big book of ghost stories that, you know, Barnes and Noble or other bookstores used to just sell. I did that all the time. Oh my god, I loved those. But if you like to read those, I feel like you'll really enjoy these. I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like sometimes the stories kind of flow over my head. Like, I feel like I'm not not there sometimes. Like when things happen, I'm like, wait, what is happening? Am I reading it correctly? Am I dumb? So I do feel like I have to be in the right headspace to read these, because when I am reading a story, I don't fully grasp it, and I just kind of sit there feeling really dumb. So I feel like some of these stories did make me feel a little dumb. These are on the more like low-key, spooky vibe side. I don't think they're outright like, whoa, gonna terrify you. These are more, you know, that light, creeping, eerie vibe. I feel like if you read Victorian ghost stories, or those classic ghost stories, or those classic ghost stories, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But these are just more light and soft in the spooky area. I think this would be so much fun curled up by the fire with like a cup of hot chocolate, or, you know, coffee, or whatever your beverage of choice is, wine, who knows, and just like reading these by the fire. That's what this gives me. That's what this gives me. And I think that would be just so lovely. So I think if you want a classic ghost story, but you want it to be a Christmassy kind of affair, these are absolutely perfect for you. And they're just really pretty. Like, who doesn't want to look at these? Ah, they're just so freaking cute. I love the way they look so much. This suggestion is going to be for the short story collection lovers. Someone who just maybe wants to read a short story a night, doesn't want to read a really long book, doesn't want to have to sit there. Well, I guess the last one was also short stories, but this is a different kind of vibe, okay? This is different. It's not like the Victorian classic kind of short stories. This is going to be a little bit different. And this is Hark the Herald Angels Scream. And I have yet to read this. So I don't actually know if these stories are good. I literally don't know. But I really like the cover, and I've heard a lot of people really did like this. I'm pretty sure last year a lot of people were talking about this collection of short stories. So I think it's gonna be good. It's by Bloomhouse, actually. So that's the publisher, is Bloomhouse, which is very interesting. It says, from chained ghosts to blood-soaked Santas, the tradition of Christmas horror stretches from Dickens' A Christmas Carol on up to the controversial Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Gremlins. Hark, the Herald Angels Scream dives deep into the dark side of the season with tales of commercialism and desire run amok, of hauntings and ghostly revenge, and of pure terror. Christmas, not Halloween, is horror's most fertile realm, as seen in the 18 original harrowing and chilling stories collected here. So I think it sounds interesting. I'm hoping to get to this year because I'm mad that I never actually picked this up last year. I think I just ran out of time, so I never really got to get to this. I think it sounds fun, so maybe you don't want the overwhelmingly classic ghost story, but you know, here and there it did say that they were going to have classic ghost stories like Dickens' A Christmas Carol. So maybe you just want a sprinkling of that and a variety. So this might be right up your alley. So maybe pick this one up. Who knows? Maybe you'll love it. The next book that we're going to talk about is probably the most exciting to me because I just got this one in the mail and I am overwhelmingly excited to get to this one this winter / Christmas season, and that is Krampus the Yule Lord by Brom. Now, you've heard me raving about Slewfoot, okay? I loved Slewfoot, so you know I had to get Krampus, you know I had to get this one, you know I did. I'm absolutely obsessed. Tell me this cover is not absolutely stunning. God, the artwork is just so phenomenal. Look at the back. Oh, God, that is so freaking good. I'm literally so excited for this one. I'm so excited for this one. So maybe you're like me. You want to read about Krampus, the anti-Santa Claus. I love how I'm really trying to sell you these books. I haven't even read half of them and I'm literally selling you this book. This could be horrible for all I know. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be, but I think this one's going to be my absolute favorite because I love Krampus. I love the movie. I love the lore of Krampus. I'm so fascinated by just the history. I just find it so fascinating. So this one I just think is gonna be a hit run, a home run. Oh my gosh. I think it's gonna be a home run for me. This is more my idea of Christmas or holiday horror. I will read you what it says because I actually don't know what this is about. I bought it blind, so. One Christmas Eve in a small hollow in Boone County, West Virginia, struggling songwriter Jesse Walker witnesses a strange spectacle. 7 devilish figures chasing a man in a red suit toward a sleigh and 8 reindeer. When the reindeer leap skyward, taking the sleigh, devil, men, and Santa into the clouds, screams follow. Moments later, a large sack plummets down to earth, a magical sack that thrusts the down-on-his-luck singer into the clutches of the terrifying Yule Lord, Krampus. But the lines between good and evil become blurred as Jesse's new master reveals many dark secrets about the cherry-cheeked Santa Claus, including how half a millennium ago the jolly old saint imprisoned Krampus and usurped his magic. Now Santa's time is running short, for the Yule Lord is determined to have his retribution and reclaim Yuletide. If Jesse can survive this ancient feud, he might have the chance to redeem himself in his family's eyes, to save his own broken dreams, and to help bring the magic of Yule to the impoverished fold of Boone County. Wow, okay, Santa's got some secrets. Santa's not as nice as we thought, maybe. Who knows? I just think this is going to be fun. Also, the art is just beautiful. I'm highly looking forward to this one. Next up is another book that I have not read that I'm also going to suggest for this holiday season, and that is Santa Took Them by William Malmberg? Malmberg. I don't know. Malmberg? This one looks like it's gonna be like a bloody Christmas horror story. It feels like bloodier, like more gritty maybe. So if that's what you're kind of looking for, maybe this is up your alley. Again, I literally don't know. I don't even remember what this is about, so I'm gonna read it to you. Christmas Eve 2005, 8-year-old Michelle Harper is the only survivor in a horrific massacre that has left her 4 siblings decapitated and her mother slowly dying as her innards ooze out onto the 2nd floor landing. The words, "Santa took them," written in blood on the bedroom wall. Yep, bloody. Okay, so far, so good, you know. 10 years later, having been released from a psychiatric hospital for children, Michelle disappears. Her uncle and his girlfriend found hacked to death with a knife before being decapitated. The words, "Santa took them," once again written in blood on the wall. Dr. Samantha Loomis had no plans for the holidays and was hoping to spend the time simply relaxing in her home. That all changes when the police begin asking her questions about Michelle, questions that make it fairly clear that they believe her to be guilty of the recent slayings. No one in Hollybrook, Illinois has forgotten the horror that unfolded on Christmas Eve all those years ago, and now as a terrifying blizzard descends upon the small, isolated town and teens begin disappearing one by one, it looks as if the gruesome night was only the beginning. So, okay, this one's gonna be like a gory, hopefully like a good, gory, bloody, gritty holiday horror. It sounds interesting. I can't wait to get to this one. I hope it's really good. I like the back. It's just a bloody handprint. Wow, that's very cool. So yeah, here's another option. Okay, next up and last in this list is the only other one that I actually have read, and that is Secret Santa by Andrew Schaefer. Now, this is going to be more of a comedy horror. This one's more like a jokey, playful horror. It has a lot of horror tropes that it definitely plays up and is kind of almost making fun of the entire time. It's very fun. I did enjoy it. But this one is set in the 80s, and this is about Lucy, and she is in desperate need of a job in publishing when this prestigious publishing house decides to offer her a job. They do want her to find the next Stephen King though, like that's her job. They hire her to find this next great horror author, right? Like they really want her to find the next big thing. And when she starts getting hazed by the other employees, and it starts out very small and little and just kind of like jokey, but then it really starts escalating and it starts becoming a little bit more intense. And then she receives this present from a Secret Santa. They do Secret Santa at the office, and she receives this present. And when she opens that present and once she sees what's inside, mysterious things begin happening around the office. Her coworkers start getting involved in horrific accidents, and you know, there seems to be kind of a connection there, and you know, what's behind it? What is really going on? This was a lot of fun. It's definitely more jokey. I really kind of had wished it had, I don't know, punched into the story a little bit harder. I do think it was trying to be funny and a play on tropes in horror, which I did enjoy, but again, I just wanted to be a little bit more, you know, gritty, a little bit more intense. But I did overall like it. I will say it is pretty predictable. I think I knew where it was going like in the first chapter. I think I say that in my review. I did a review on this book last December, so I believe I say that in my review, where I do talk about how I did start predicting things really early on, so that was kind of a bummer. But I think overall I gave this about 4 stars. I did find it enjoyable. It just wasn't my absolute favorite. I did want a little bit more from it, and I don't know. I just wanted to be a little bit different, but I do think if you want something, again, a little bit more lighthearted, but still on the spookier side, and I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Grady Hendrix a little bit, because he does like to mesh comedy and horror. I prefer Grady Hendrix's writing, but this does give me the same vibe, especially since this is set in the 80s. So if you're looking for more of that kind of thing, I would recommend this. Okay, my friends, that's going to be it for my video on holiday horror. I still don't know if I should call this like a suggestions video or a recommendations video because I haven't read all these, so I can't really recommend them because I don't really know what you're getting into for all of these. But, you know, I feel like this is a good range of book types. So if you are kind of in the market for a particular type of holiday horror, you can find something in this list and hopefully it'll be exactly what you need, I hope. Let me know if you like this video, if you want to see a more wintry themed book list like this one, but more centered around just like winter itself and not necessarily like revolving around Christmas, but maybe Christmas is kind of in there. Just let me know if you want to see that. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. It lets me know that you want to see more videos like this, and that way I can keep doing them. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We can become friends and talk about books, movies, horror, cozy mysteries, manga, all kinds of things. I do quite a bit on this channel, so hopefully there's something that appeals to you. And with that being said, I hope you are having a wonderful day, night, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!